What makes some winners and others losers? What are the secrets that guarantees success? Keep on moving and never give up. Reach for new heights and dream again. Keep on moving and never give up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of the Winning Insight TV show. Today I have with me my very good friend Michael, and today we're just talking about our Christian journey, what we have been through, and how Christ has helped us to overcome and generally live life as a Christian. Just come with us, and we will be talking about our experience, and Michael will share his Christian journey. I will also talk about mine, and we're going to be having a great time. Just come with us. We'll see you after this short break. Welcome back to the Winning Insights TV show. Like I said earlier, I have with me Michael. And Michael, do you want to say hello to everyone?
Yeah, hi everybody. It's great to be a part of this time to share just a bit about our sort of walks with Jesus. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so let's just dive straight in. So just do you want to share with our viewer how the journey started? How did you start with your Christian journey with Jesus?
Absolutely. So I've been going to church pretty much all my life. My family were Christians, are Christians. Took me to church. So in that sense, I've been a churchgoer, since I was born. But obviously within that time, there's been
ups and downs.
Ups and downs, yeah, peaks and troughs. But it's when you look back, you really feel and see the hand of God and the fact that Jesus has walked through it all with me. Which it's great to have that. It's great to have that past, if you like, to draw upon and to inspire, and also to have the blessing of being part of a family of believers is such a great thing.
Yeah, and I mean, what for me is because everyone's past is so important. And why I think it's so important is because, I mean, the way and the things that you've done in the past will help you, because the Bible tells us that Christians, they overcame by the blood of the Lamb, by the words of their testimony. I mean, through their experience. I mean, what do you want to share with the viewers? What one thing that you can say, it's one lesson you've learned on how to maintain your Christian faith, probably peer challenges with what colleague, what lesson would you have said you have learned in the past that has helped you to keep moving on as a Christian?
Yeah, I think for me, the biggest challenge, but also the biggest kind of encouragement, it's kind of two sides of the same coin, because when you do face difficulties, challenges, especially when expressing your faith, sharing your faith with others, being a witness.
Yeah.
That's at the same time the hardest bit, but also the most fruitful.
Yeah.
I've found that in the past when I haven't taken that step, and
Yeah.
I haven't expressed my faith, and I haven't witnessed in the way that I would have liked, you actually, I mean, you learn from that as well.
Yeah.
But those are the times I think I would have said, take a risk, take that extra step, because when I have done that more recently in my walk, actually it's been okay. You know, nothing scary has happened, and actually it's led to other things, you know, deeper things, and it's deepened my faith as well as maybe you know, introducing someone else to, you know, to the Christianity and to Jesus. So
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing for me. Take that step, take the risk, because it's worth it.
It was, yeah. I mean, I think you've just mentioned something. A lot of Christians are probably out there, troubled about, and it's very challenging to them. And which is like, how do I? Because you start a new job, and you get to the place, and you're not really expressing your faith. Everybody's like, let's go out for lunch, let's go out, and they want to go out for a drink, and you know, like, you don't drink, and it's kind of difficult sometimes. That's one thing a lot of Christians like. I think they sort of try to grapple with and all that. I mean, how would you? What will you say? I mean, it's the feeling of when we confront our fears of, I don't know what they're going to say, I don't know what my friends will say, how is there any other thing that's helped you take that step?
So I think it comes down to two things. I think it comes down to choices.
Okay. Yeah.
Decisions. That sounds like an
simple
easy thing, but it really isn't. Give you an example, when we moved from Oxford to Leamington, Warwick, and we found this church, the grounds of which we are in today. It was a real period of transition.
Okay.
And I not only moved towns, I actually got a new job.
Yeah. Okay.
It's interesting you mentioned about jobs, and because I made a decision. It wasn't like a big massive, oh, I'm going to do this. In my head, on the first day, week of starting the new job, I made that silent decision that I wouldn't be silent about my faith. I wouldn't shout it from the rooftops necessarily, but if somebody asked, that usual question, what are you doing on the weekend?
Yeah.
I would say, I would just naturally say, I'm doing this Saturday. I'm going to church on Sunday. So
that's it.
That's such a little thing, but it's not. It's a big thing because it's a stepping stone. So that decision led to conversations within the office that I would never have had otherwise, I believe. So it's a decision. And the second thing is other people. Yeah. Okay. Now you can't forever rely on other people, because obviously we are people, and we're all people. And we're all people. We're all falling short. So in that sense, you can't rely. I'm not saying rely totally on other people. We have to rely on Jesus ultimately, but we are humans, and we need encouragement, and we need to be encouraged by others, like-minded people. And I think there's times where I haven't had that. Yeah. There's times that I have. So in the times that I have, I know that has actually gone a long way to deepening my, or strengthening me, if you like. It's not deepening my faith as much, because I get that from Jesus. That's down to me. Ultimately, only I can deepen my faith because it's a personal relationship. Yeah. It helps to have that strong encouragement from others.
Yeah, and I mean, something that I would want to ask again, I mean, it's very interesting, like you said, that not just us, but other people. Yeah. I mean, how do you, because I think like one of the the biggest challenge is getting yourself among the right company, the right crowd. I know from when I started my Christian journey, I mean, I started like self was when I was little. My mom was like, used to take us to church and all that, but later on, I went my own way, and when I decided to get committed to Christ, it was because of a group of friends that how do you make that decision? How do you choose your friends? As in, what do you, because a lot of us, you don't want to leave old friends. Like, I mean, I went to school together. I mean, that's the most difficult. You're still, I mean, you're still in a group and they invite you out and all that. How do you make that decision to get the right people around you to get that support?
So, yeah, that is, in a sense, that is the decision. So another example, when I, like most people, a very transitional time is going to university or continuing higher education.
Yeah.
So again, moving to university, you have that choice. What do? Do you follow sort of the worldly way and just get stuck into that, or do you actually start to think, what do I believe here? What is, do I actually know this is true, or have I just been going to church because my family goes to church? So it's those thoughts and those decisions that actually prompt your actions. So I made the decision, I believe the right one, to not follow the crowd and to pursue the Christian way from university, and that led me to like-minded people that were good people to be around.
Yeah, I mean, So from what I get, from what you've said now, so the first thing I get from what you're saying is you make the decision to say, I don't want to follow the crowd. So when you make that decision then attracts the right people, the right kind of people around you. And that's, I think that's really, I mean, that's something very important that people need to know. Because it's not just about, oh yeah, I want the right people around you. If you're the wrong person, I mean, the right people wouldn't come because I won't go to the wrong person that I don't think is fit and will help me. So I have to take that decision. I have to be the right person, and then I can then attract other people. Yeah. I mean, that's massive.
It is, but I will say as well, without being sort of too pessimistic, doesn't always, it's not, again, we live in a flawed, fallen world. So there are going to be times, you're not, even if you make the right decision, which is to follow Jesus, there are going to be times when it's tough. Yeah. And and it's the same in a Christian environment as it is in any environment in that respect. So I want to bring a bit of reality to it. Yeah. It's not always plain sailing. Yeah.
It's not always plain sailing. No.
And actually, as you go deeper, and as you do meet challenges and pitfalls, if you like, that's actually a sign that you're on the right path. I believe, because Paul says often in his writings that it's those tough times and those challenging times that actually expand you and make you stronger and actually move you forward. So even if you're in a tough time, it's actually working for the good.
Yeah, so I mean that's just right on point. I mean the scripture says all things work out for our good. Yeah. So we shouldn't think that maybe if certain people walk out of our lives, we shouldn't take that as it's something wrong with us. It could well, I mean, most likely, it's them. They because if you're the right person, it's their loss. It's that's so massive, and like I think that's one thing very important for people to know out there, that you have to become the right person. When you are the right person, you attract the right people, and the right people gives you, that strength, that encouragement. You get the right people around you, and then your Christian walk can be much more easy. That's really wonderful, and I think that's a keynote. Do you have any other sort of winning formula out there that you can share?
I wouldn't, to be honest with you. When I hear that question, I instantly think, if I start to think about things as I'm winning, or that's kind of when I need to stop and think, because as soon as you think, oh, this is okay, I'm going all right, that's actually I think a time when you need to actually step back,
yeah,
and say, am I actually winning? Am I actually developing in my faith here? So that's why I would say it's not about thinking I'm winning here. It's about for me, it's about where am I with Jesus. So
yeah.
am I connecting with him regularly? Is my relationship strengthening with him? It comes down to that. So it's not about constantly asking yourself, am I winning? Because a lot of the time it feels like you're not. So
yeah.
That's why
that just reminds you of what the Bible says, that we should be sober, be vigilant, because we have an adversary.
Yes.
We have an adversary. The devil is not happy that we're keeping our faith. He's not happy that we're continuing on this race. We're still Christian. He's obviously not happy. So that's one thing to watch out for. So we continue to be sober. We continue to walk the step of faith with every caution that we can. And checking ourselves. That we don't think we're standing in case we're falling.
Yeah.
So
it's not putting yourself down. I'm not saying it's not. You don't have to be so self-critical of yourself in that respect. It's just a constant. Well, it's a journey. So,
yeah.
You're gonna have times when you feel like you're not doing that great, and that's fine. The point to remember is, where do you go in those times? Do you go and seek solace something else, or do you try and seek solace and comfort and knowledge and wisdom in the Holy Spirit and Jesus? That's the point.
That's just nailing it on the head, I would say, because it's the Christian journey is kind of high and low and high. It's all good when it's high. You don't even need any encouragement when it's high. It's all good, but what do you do when it's low?
Yeah.
So being able to staying connected to Christ, and knowing that when you are low, you can always go back to him. So when the connection is not there, that's when people miss it by taking solace in other things. I think that's also very important. I'm also tempted to ask you, what's the next 5-10 years? I know you have your music, and what plans are we expecting to see from there?
Well, you touched on a great area of inspiration and joy, that I have, and God has given me that this love and enjoyment of music. I would love to take that forward and develop it to him in the next sort of phase of my life. I think that would be great. Whatever that entails. So if it develops enough that I can do it full time, great.
Yeah. We're praying for you.
That's great. But overall, whatever I do, whatever happens, I would hope that I would still come out of it with my faith as strong as it is now, stronger even.
Yeah, stronger.
That's the main aim, you know. And I'm not saying I'm great at this. I'm not saying I have all the answers and I have it all planned out. I don't. But when we talk about these things, when I think on these things, there's actually no better aim than to get more connected with Jesus and get closer to Jesus. So whatever I do, that's the aim.
That's the aim. So, yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to go on and on and on, but I mean, I think we can wrap it up here, and we've given our viewers some insight, which is, one, you have to stay connected. You make the choice. When you make the choice that you want to live right, you make the choice that I want to live as a Christian, then that then helps you to attract the right set of people around you. And when you get those right set of people around you, that also gives you that strength. And obviously we have to learn to share our faith, learn to let people know you're a Christian. I mean, Paul said, I am not ashamed of the gospel because it's the power of God to salvation. So let people know you're a Christian, and it makes it easy. That will save you. That will save you from them asking you or putting you in a difficult position. That's what that does. So that's really massive, and we're going to leave it there for today, and hopefully next time we will be coming again to you and talking about our faith, how we insights, basically our day-to-day winning actions that we take that strengthens our faith. Till we see again, thank you very much for joining us, and God bless you. Thank you. Bye.
What makes some winners and others losers? What are the secrets that guarantees success? Keep on moving and never give up. Reach for new heights and dream again. Keep on moving and never give up.